Hey guys, it's Eli from Eli's Naturals coming to you live today because there's some stuff I want to start discussing. I know I did some of these last year and they kind of fell off because I had all kinds of stuff going on in my world. But the weather's getting nicer, I can get outside, so I figured why not? Today though, I want to talk to something. I know last year, and I will get back to focusing on, body systems and specific issues. But one of the things I want to talk about today is what an herbalist goes through in choosing the right herb. So much of the time we focus on what we call the allopathic method, which is problem A deserves herb B. You have this issue, you take this herb. And in truth, there is so much more that goes involved into finding the right herb. And for an herbalist, where we start is what we call organ affinities, which is the organ system that an herb is drawn to. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's the specific problem, but it's not. You have to think in broader terms. Think about it like this. When you are dating and you're looking for your future Mr. or Mrs., we don't start out thinking, I'm going to go marry XYZ because this is the person I'm going to marry. You start off with an attraction. Maybe you're into blonde-haired short girls. So, when you're out and about at a bar or at a restaurant or with friends or whatever, you start noticing the short, blonde-haired girls. Well, it's kind of the same thing when you're an herbalist. We don't necessarily start out pinpointing the exact herb. We start out on broader terms because herbs do have an attraction to certain body systems. Black cohosh and chasteberry and dong quai, those are reproductive herbs. You have mullein, which is a respiratory herb. You have dandelion, which is a liver herb. You have meadowsweet, which is a digestive herb. And that's the first thing I think of. So I have a hair in my mouth. When somebody says, this is the problem I need you to solve, I start thinking, okay, the problem they're having is in this body system. What herb or herbs are attracted to that body system? And the nice thing about it is a lot of herbs are attracted to more than one body system. Sorry. Okay. Wind blew and hair got in my mouth. Anyways, a lot of herbs are attracted to one body or more than one body system, so they can be great at multiple systems. And this is why you don't want to think pinpoint, because this is where we start believing or being able to see that, okay, this person has this issue and this issue and this issue, and there is one or two herbs that will go to all of those issues, especially if I match them together right. And that's why you want to be broad, because you never know. Let's go back to the dating idea again. Let's say you are into blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls, and that is just your thing. But you are at a party with a friend, and there is this short little brunette, and there is just something about that girl. You can't explain it. You don't understand it. She's not usually your type, but there is just something about that girl. And this is why we want to think in broad terms too when we're thinking herbs, because I have seen a lot of times where what I'm thinking is the specific herb according to tradition, according to science, that says this herb should be for this problem, but there's something else specific about that person that I need to stay in that body system. I need to stay in that family of herbs, but I need to go over here. I mentioned earlier, black cohosh and, chasteberry and dong quai as reproductive herbs. Well, most of the time we think of black cohosh as menopausal, the older women. And we think chasteberry as the younger women, premenstrual, menstrual cycle, those kind of issues. But I have had occasion, and I have heard of occasions where we have a menopausal woman who gets more out of chasteberry than she does out of black cohosh. We have a premenstrual girl who gets more out of black cohosh than she is out of chasteberry. This is why you don't start out thinking exact pinpoint problem A needs herb B, because it could be that the right woman for you is not the blonde, but it's the brunette sitting at the back of the bar. And as an herbalist, this is where you have to go, because remember, herbs are people specific. They like certain people. They are drawn to certain chemistry. It's not a one size fits all. It's not like modern medicine where if you have this problem, we're going to design something that's going to hopefully cover the generation. Herbs are person specific. So that's what I have for you guys today. I will see you again next week. And by the way, if you missed this YouTube or this live video, I will have it on my YouTube channel, hopefully by tomorrow, if not by Monday. You know how the weeks go. And you can look for me also on Spotify. My channel or my Spotify is going to be Eli's Herbal Clinic. So find me on Spotify if you want to listen to me instead of watch me. If you like seeing this pretty face, find me on YouTube, guys. Have a good day.